bitter thing that prevents you from rejoining the Congress?
But he may be wrong. I'm telling you, he may be wrong. And he will be wrong. I'll prove it.
Unailam ke TMC Mikhaya Abderu Noilam Galing Persia Dr. Mukul Sang Maulapan Idak ba un omlek phaishu ke Kongres bat la maham ro yo para jang Zenith Sang ma ba la Bakla ban Leit Biang ke Kongres habagran mentakasngi kalai tri no pra ajra pusan Dr. Mukul ong ba Shwa ba un mi na Kongres ulah plan bahajai kumno ban ya sekmat om ba shumi jendan Halo kijing lej rung biang upara jong usin dem sang ma si kongres na ke TMC Dr. Mukul ong ba kijing lej rung jong usin it si kongres kadai ba bakla bat unsa prinsisya ya kani Dr. Mukul ong ru ba kijing jiman ke kongres kam lang syu ke babha ba lo ai nu sai ke ai ba ajia ka jela kana taka bat wat hak ni ke jela mi kraya ru haba kentaj ba kam ying kam don nia dai ba kam politik Dr. Mukul ong ba kam phela da upara jong ni ka para jong ni ki himmen ki don bat kano kano keseng sang pertai hendrai ila di hak politik usim ba don da gispa ba hajar ngot ki himmen ki para
Bitter thing that prevents you from rejoining the Congress?
You see, there are two things. One thing is that I will not like to share my thoughts from family perspective. Family remains family because whether he goes to Congress or to anywhere, he remains my brother. But I want to tell you one thing, rather tell everybody. I may love my brother, I may love my sister, but once I have shared this with all of you earlier, once I have decided to be in public life, I do not remain monopoly of my family members alone. I began. That means I have hundreds of thousands of brothers and hundreds of thousands of sisters, nephews, and nieces. That's how I look at it. And that is the conviction with which I have been working. My work, and as far as my work, which has been over the decades seen by people, will be a testimony to what I say. You go to Ampati, you go to Garwits, you see whether Dr. Mukul has engaged in favoritism to really enrich his own siblings and relatives. You just go and see. I think it has become necessary for all of us to know that. Why I did that was because I wanted to lead by example. Maybe some other people also will um, take cognizance of this approach and understand the value of this because more than the silver and the gold, I think the name and fame is worthier, is higher value. How we want to be remembered. So this is one thing which I have said. So Zenith will have. I think it's an aspirational move. He might have thought his aspirations will be fulfilled if he sits, but he may be wrong. I'm telling you, he may be wrong, and he will be wrong. I'll prove it.
So coming to the second part.
You are talking about bitter thing. Now, the interest of the people and the state supersedes everything else. It also supersedes the interest of any political party, any political dispensation. Now, uh, it is not that I nurture this bitterness, but then if I share with you the truth, then it becomes bitter. You see? It's not always so pleasant to share all our experiences. These are not something which has happened overnight. You know that I have left Congress and I have taken a very, very conscious decision. It's not that I have just jumped out, not thinking what to do, not having a plan for future. I definitely have a scripted chart of paths already scripted for the state of India. As one of the members who have had the privilege of serving this state and building this state together with other leaders of the state. So I cherish them and I still have time on my side and it is my binding responsibility to see that the state that we have all collectively built together is protected from all perspectives. And that responsibility is vested upon all the leaders. And to be able to deliver them, sometimes you have to look at, another route. And that is precisely I have done. Because in Congress, what happens, you look at Karnataka, you look at Meghalaya also in the past. Same things happen. How I have navigated the whole challenges with all these internal challenges within the party, we don't share outside the party, because otherwise it will end up as something which is not pleasant, washing dirty linen in public. So these are things which we have kept close to our chest and have responsibly ensure that these things don't go outside the four walls. But the fact is that Meghalaya is a state where you have almost the whole area covered under the sixth schedule, and we have to also understand our responsibility towards protecting our identity, our culture, our way of life, and the resources, the land that has been gifted by Almighty God. We are grateful to God that God has led our people to this beautiful part of the world, and which they have inherited. Now it is our job to see how, when we are vested with this whole responsibility within the framework of a democratic system of governance, how best we can build this state in the right earnest, that people, uh, the next generation, our children, our children's children, generations after generations, they will have reasons to uh, believe that their predecessors have done what was right.